All right, good afternoon, Wellness Warriors. My name is Ron Van Sessen, and I'm here today. We're going to do another video on one of my favorite supplements. And of course, I have a lot of favorite supplements, but today we're going to talk about this one right here, the Deep Blue Polyphenol Complex. Now, doTERRA has a whole entire Deep Blue line. For example, they have, let's find all my stuff here. There we are. You have this one right here. This is the Deep Blue oil blend here, and it comes in a bottle with a safety cap on it because, again, this is kind of a hot oil, or a hot blend, so you want to be a little bit careful with that. It also comes in a roller ball, which is very convenient to use. It's nice to have in your purse or in your pocket or in your desk drawer or gym bag, just to pull it out and be able to put that Deep Blue on wherever you might be experiencing a little bit of discomfort, whether that be muscular discomfort or joint discomfort from overexerting yourself, or whatever reason, some kind of stiffness or what have you. So great product, very convenient to use. The next Deep Blue product we have, of course, is the Deep Blue Rub. Now, this is an amazing, amazing product. I don't want to spend too much time on it, but I can't talk about Deep Blue without talking about the Deep Blue Rub. Because when we first started with doTERRA, I should say when Kim first started in doTERRA, and I was pretty skeptical about this whole deal, I did not understand or appreciate the oils at that point in time. And I was experiencing some discomfort in my back and in my knees, and she gave me that, the Deep Blue Rub, and boy, is it amazing. It is far stronger than anything I had ever used before in any kind of rub or anything. It's amazing. It smells great, and you know when you've got it on. So if you do not have this currently at your home, you need to have at least one bottle of this on hand. Now, several of you that are especially newer wellness warriors to our group, you may have family members or significant others who are a bit skeptical yet, just like I was when we first started, when Kim first started. Well, the next time they have some discomfort they're experiencing in their back or their knees or their hips or wherever, maybe they've overdone it, maybe they just have a condition that they feel sore from time to time. So break this one out and give it to them, because this will make them a believer. I strongly encourage you to always have this on hand. Now, okay, enough about the rub. We're going to get into the Deep Blue Polyphenol Complex, which is this one right here. And what's amazing about this is I love the rub. I used it regularly. I used it probably 3-4 times a week, if not daily, when we first started, after I tried it and realized how good it was, because I had that much discomfort. Now, what I found, though, in the past year, since I've been using the Deep Blue Polyphenol Complex as part of my supplement regimen, I don't need the rub that much anymore. In fact, I may use it once every other month or so if I've specifically done something that really just made me sore. For example, a few weeks ago, my daughter took me on a bike ride. We went for a bike ride, and she kept saying, let's go further and further. By the time we got home, I realized we had traveled, we had ridden our bikes over 17 miles. And I'm 52 years old, and I am not a triathlete by any means. So I was sore. My thighs felt like they were going to fall off. I had ridden my bike so far. But so I broke out the Deep Blue Rub. But that's the last time I've used it. And the time prior to that, I don't even remember. It was probably earlier in the summer I had used it. So I don't need it that much, because this really works to prevent that muscle soreness and to kind of keep that at bay. And the way it does that is, it kind of says it in the name, Deep Blue Polyphenol Complex. It's the polyphenols. And if you remember in our video we did on alpha CRS real early on, if you haven't seen that, please go back and watch it. But the polyphenols we talked about extensively in the alpha CRS video. And polyphenols are especially talented and gifted antioxidants that work against the free radicals that are in our cells, causing that cellular oxidation, that destruction within our cells to our cellular DNA, to our mitochondria, and creating all that oxidative stress. That's all caused by those free radicals. And polyphenols are the #1 way we can combat those free radicals. So let's talk about what polyphenol extracts are actually in the Deep Blue Polyphenol Complex. So we have, this is a powerhouse of polyphenol extracts. We have frankincense, we have turmeric, green tea, ginger, pomegranate, and grapeseed. Now, if you know anything about polyphenols, you know that these are absolutely some of the most powerful polyphenols we can take to support our health. And why is that? Well, because again, they're the #1 thing at stopping those free radicals in our cells that cause all that damage. And when our cells are operating optimally, they can heal themselves. They fix themselves. So we don't get sore as much, or even if we do, we don't stay sore as long. And it would take a lot more to get us that level of discomfort that we used to get so regularly and so easily. We just thought it was part of the aging process. It's not. It's because our cells are not getting what they need. They're not getting the polyphenols that they need to be able to regenerate themselves and to stay healthy. So anyway, that's how the Deep Blue Polyphenol Complex works. Now this bottle here, this is a 1-month supply. It contains 60 pills when you order it. So they're recommending 2 of these a day. And that's what I do. I take 2 a day, and that seems to work really well for me. So I encourage you to do that, add it to your LRP. The retail price of this bottle, the 30-day supply, is just under 80 bucks. Of course, with your wholesale membership, it's going to go down to just a little bit under $60. So, but I'm going to share my screen with you now because I want you to understand something that's very, very important. So give me a moment here. We're going to pull this up here. And all right, so this is my LRP order that I'm showing you here. My LRP, Loyalty Rewards Program order. And we're going to go through this. And when you come, I want to show you here, you see PB Assist there at the top, and then you see the Lifelong Vitality Pack right there. And that's in my LRP, of course. So you'll notice underneath that, I have 3 other supplements, and the bottom one here, and these are all kind of in like a peach color. They're kind of highlighted in a peach color here. Well, Deep Blue Polyphenol Complex is there because when you have the Lifelong Vitality Pack in your LRP, you can get these other supplements. You can pick 3 of these different supplements, and you get a few choices on that, but you get them at even more savings. So look at what I'm paying for the Deep Blue Polyphenol Complex. 20 bucks for a 1-month supply. That's amazing. $20 for what this stuff does and how it makes me feel. I'm only paying $20 a month for this entire monthly supply. This is why it's so important to have your LRP set up, ladies and gentlemen. So if you do not have that done, you need to schedule your lifestyle overview. This is where we sit down with you and we help you set up your LRP so that you get the most from your doTERRA membership. We want you to be able to take advantage of all these special discounts and all these special offers because doTERRA truly wants all of us to be as healthy as we can be. So that's what it's all about. They want us, they discount, the Lifelong Vitality is discounted from $200 a month down to 70 bucks a month. You know, I mean, it's amazing the discounts they give us for just using this stuff regularly and making us feel better. So I strongly, strongly encourage you, if you have not scheduled your lifestyle overview yet, let's get that down because we need to get you on this plan so that you can take full advantage of your doTERRA membership. We don't want you to spend any more money than you have to. So contact us and let's get that done. Anyway, thank you very much for tuning in and thank you very much for hearing about the Deep Blue Polyphenol Complex and a little bit about the whole Deep Blue line. And until we see you next time, I wish you wellness.